My favorite way to start any physically challenging trip is with a trip to the one and only DQ. So we went to bikepacking.com and found this route that was supposed to be kind of a beginner, fun Colorado loop. So we were like, this will be great for a first bikepacking trip for Hannah. In the description, it actually says gentle climbs, rolling hills.
Getting ready to gear up for just 2 days of eating, and we're making an assembly line for a family of 12. Peanut butter and honey and granola sandwiches.
And wraps. That one's just a lot of sugar. I took screenshots of the route.
Okay.
I have the GPX file of the route, obviously. And I wrote it all on a piece of paper as a last case thing. Because I don't want to get lost.
There is our gear for the next bit of our life.
Now, if you're not familiar with what bikepacking is, it's quite literally the same thing as backpacking, but you put basically everything onto your bike.
It's like I was made to 6mm it up.
Trusty steed.
This route in particular is called a lollipop loops. So basically you ride up the stick and then you make a circle, which is called a lollipop, and then you ride back on the same route.
We don't need no cars or horses anymore. We got these boys. So we're about 9 miles into this with Andy's new sunglasses. He says they're so good he doesn't even notice them.
How dorky do I look on a scale of 1 to 10?
Do you want me to rate?
Leave it down in the comments below.
We basically went through a field of aspen, and then the cicadas came out and were kind of like cheering us on. And then we went through another like grove of pinyon pines. Or some type of pine tree. I'm making that up. And then now we're back in the aspen again. We got some old boys right here. Feel pretty good.
Now we go down.
Now we go down.
This is gonna be the worst video ever.
All these freaking wildflowers!
And this, I think, will just take us to Pickett. And then we want to ride out of town on County Road 76. And I'm kind of curious where the loop starts, because I don't know. sunglasses are badass.
I have to say your little turban does look really good.
As in really bad?
No, it looks cool from the side.
It also helps keep
The
the sweat from dripping into my glasses. Because I'm a sweaty boy.
We're all sweaty today.
I think on that downhill, I can't tell if my shirt pulled out one of my chest hairs or I got stung.
Well, that was the thing though, even with that downhill, I mean, it's great for like, I guess, mileage gain, but for me at least, that wasn't like even easy pedaling then.
You didn't pedal.
I was in a fixed position, I was using all my muscles.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't
just
like
different muscles though.
I'm just saying it wasn't an easy part of the ride even.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, Pitkin. You stole my soul. We're about halfway.
How does that make you feel?
I'm like I'm standing up against a wall. I have to keep pushing through it. At that one thing.
So this was going to be our stopping point for the day, but we laid under this tree and we were exhausted. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we realized that we really would rather have some more water before going to bed. So we continued on and climbed our bikes for a little bit to head towards a creek that was on the GPX file.
You may think that we made it to a manicured golf lodge, but no, this is just natural, like mowed appearing grass at the top of Yellow Pine Ridge.
So this was kind of a crazy moment for us. We basically got to the pinnacle and all we had to do was ride downhill to get to the stream for our camping spot for the night. Well, as we were riding down, a field of cows completely covered the trail, and it was a moment where we were like, we've had some bear education, we've had some wolf education, other animals, but like, what do you do when a bunch of cows are covering your trail? So I was like, I think we just keep riding towards them, and that's exactly what we did. We just kept riding towards them, and they moved off the trail, but they let us know that they were in protest.
This is the new heaven. Woo! Oh my god, babe, we can lay in there. I'm so hot.
Here we filtered out some water, set up camp, had a peanut butter roll up, and called it a night.
But instead, you're snuggling with me.
Can't get one.
So we ended up climbing back up that giant hill that we rode down.
Woo!
And then basically the rest of the route through all of those aspen trees was all downhill back to the van. It ended up being about 64 miles and 6,000 plus elevation gain. It was the hardest thing that I've ever done. So if I were to do it again, I would definitely look for a route that had more ups and downs, and then maybe some ups and then some downs. Ended up making it back to the van, and we had a beer and sat in the hot tub when we got home and just really tried to relax. So this was my first bikepacking trip